Hi y'all, it's me. I'd like to talk about Project Life cards and give you some ideas on how they can be used other than what they were intended for. For those of you who are new to crafting or perhaps don't even know what Project Life cards are, I will explain them to you. It was a system devised by Becky Higgins to help people scrapbook easier. Instead of doing 12 by 12 page layouts or 8.5 by 11, she came up with this idea of pocket sleeves that are kind of similar to baseball pocket card holders. They're those plastic sheets, and she made pockets that were 4 by 6 and 3 by 4. And to go with that, these cards that you see below are the cards that fit into these pockets. So the concept was you put a picture in and put one of her cards in for decorative. And here's kind of an idea of how it looks right here. So see where they use the cards and then they add photographs. It just helped to make the process of scrapbooking easier for busy people, busy moms, etc. So anyhow, that was what they were intended for. Now, I started buying Project Life cards a long time ago, and quite frankly, I haven't used them as much as I should, and I recently pulled them out and started playing around with them and trying to use them when I had something that I could use them for. So that's what I want to share with you today. And if you have your own ideas that you come up with while watching my video, please share them in the comment section, because I'm sure that many people would love to learn from you if you have ideas as well. So let me show you how they come in store, so that if you're new and you're looking for them and you don't know how they come, this will give you the idea. These came from Joann's, and these are the 3 by 4 cards right here, and underneath are the 4 by 6 cards. Most all of these cards are double-sided. As you can see on this one here, it is double-sided, and most of them are. There will be some you'll see in my projects that have on the back, it's a placement position for your Project Life. If you're doing that Project Life style, it kind of gives you a suggestion of where to put the card, and you'll see what I'm talking about later on. Anyhow, so this one you get 30 cards. Some of them match collections of paper that are out there, and some are just their own design. This is the second way you might find them, and this is a small box of 100 cards. When you open it up, you'll see that you have your cards here, the 4 by 6, and then your 3 by 4 cards there. And usually on the back or somewhere on the box, they will give you a sampling of what's inside each collection that you purchase. This particular collection was Maggie Holmes' style board. The next packaging that comes is this one. This was from Tuesday Morning, and Tuesday Morning does have these now. I don't know about this particular style, but they have Project Life cards. So if you like some of these ideas and you want to try it out, get a box and just see if you like how they work. This particular one, though, is Heidi Swap, and I love it because it also comes with ephemera. Now, some of them come with acetate, some come with chipboard, some come with things for the mink if it's Heidi Swaps. So they come with all these different little goodies, plus the 3 by 4 and the 4 by 6 cards. Again, when you turn this over, you'll see that they'll show you all of the different elements of those chipboard pieces and a sampling of the cards that are in the box. The next way they come is this. Now, I picked this up a long time ago at Hobby Lobby. It was quite expensive, but I used a 40% off. This is from Maggie Holmes' Gather collection, so it matches that paper. And again, you have your 4 by 6 and your 3 by 4 cards. And if you flip it over, there is a sampling of what's in this one. The next one is the way the packaging was originally, I believe. And this is 616 cards, as was the one I just showed you. This one came from Tuesday Morning, so a great price because they're normally $30 and you get them for $6.99 at Tuesday Morning. This is Dear Lizzie's, and it's Neapolitan. When you open this one up, you'll see that you have your cards in there, your 3 by 4s and your 4 by 6. So that's some of the ways that the cards come in store. There may be others that I'm not aware of, but this is most of the ways that I know that you'll find them in store. I know Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and I believe Michael's has them. I'm not sure about Michael's, but I know Joann's and Hobby Lobby has them. So let's get started with the ideas that I have, and then you can add your own ideas as you go. So the most common way or thing to do with this, let's say this came out of one of the collections that has a paper pad that you have, and you don't want to cut into your paper pad for a die cut or whatever. You can either take a die cut or a punch, like I have here, and just punch out a design. So, oops, sorry, if I could do it right. You can use this to just punch out and have a design that you can further embellish or add it to your projects as well, however you want to do. But that's one way to do it so you don't have to chop up your paper. The other thing you can do that's very simple is just getting a pair of decorative scissors like I have here. These are Fiskars, and it's a small scallop border on these scissors. And you simply just cut strips out of your Project Life cards. These can be used to put on tags at the bottom of a tag. You can use it as faux washi tape if you cut enough strips. Use them as borders or whatever. That's just one way to use them, and that again are the simple ways of using this product. The other thing you can do is you can laminate a Project Life card, and maybe the 4x6 one. Laminate it, punch holes in it, and put them in your planners as dashboard pieces, and since they're double-sided, it will look nice on both sides. Now, the next idea is a simple file folder. I took this card. Now, this one is one of those cards I told you was placement idea for the Project Life, so that's what I mean. So this one I wouldn't have used necessarily for a file folder because I'd want it to be a double-sided, but anyhow, I just cut a little notch in it and made a tab. You can further decorate these, and as you'll see, a lot of the things I'm going to show you I didn't embellish because I just wanted you to have the idea. The decorating part is all part of what you come up with. So anyhow, there's a file folder idea for you. I'll set that over there. The next thing I have for you is a little pocket. This like a coin envelope, if you will. That's my Project Life card right there. And then I simply punched out a circle and then a smaller circle in the middle to house these brads that you see there. I attached a piece of embroidery thread to tie it closed, and I notched the pocket right there. This also was one of those placement cards, as you can see. It doesn't matter because this is just a pocket anyway. But then you can do this with the larger Project Life card or the smaller one so that you can have different sizes. But it's super cute, and it's a cute thing to add into mini books or Happy Mail or whatever. So that's another idea for you. Another common thought to use for these cards are little books. You simply take a Project Life card, as I did here. I folded it in half. I punched a hole and tied some embroidery thread there just to keep it closed. And then if you open it up, it was a double-sided card, so there's something inside. I don't even have to do anything. I just added some copy paper and rounded the corners so it would imitate the Project Life corners. And I sewed right down the middle with my sewing machine. And now I have this cute little booklet, and you can add these again into your projects, however you choose, embellish them, write notes in them, keep them in your purse, whatever. When it's done, toss it out because they're so inexpensive to make. So that's another idea. And speaking of books, look at this particular card. I don't remember what collection it is, but this is like a perfect cover for a notebook, like the composition notebooks. I thought it was funny that it looks so similar to that. So that would be cute to use as a book cover. And as you see, the reason on these cards that the labels are in different position is because in your Project Life, if you're using it that way, you may want the writing to go this way. Or if you use it in a pocket like this, you would write this way. So that's why they're in different orientations. The next thing you can do with them is make a tag topper. Now this card in particular had the words right in the middle of the card. So what I did was I simply just cut a portion of the image out so that it would stand up when I folded the paper in half as a topper for my little embellishments. And if you look at the back, I also put in a Project Life card behind the embellishments so that it would be pretty. I normally would use a double-sided if I were sending this off, but this is just a sample, so I used one of those placement cards here. But that's a really cute way to use some of your cards up. Okay, the next way is to make a pocket. You can make them any size you'd like, depending on how you cut your pocket, but I used a 4x6 in the background and a 3x4 right here. I simply sewed all around the edges, all the way around. Even though this is just a single piece, I still wanted to continue the stitching. I made the little pocket. I put this bow that I stamped double on there, and then I used the Project Life card in the pocket as well. And as you can see, this is a double-sided one also. And that's a simple way. Added some trim, and it's very cute. You can punch holes in them and add them to your books. You can do whatever you want with them. Just send it as a card, as a Happy Mail. You could sew another card on so that you have a pocket here and it opens as a book. That would be cute too. Just a lot of ways. So try to think out of the box with these cards, as they're just like pieces of paper. And if you can't get Project Life cards, that's another thing. Buy single sheets of paper, cut them into 4x6 and 3x4 cards. That's easy to do, and then you can still continue to do these same things. Or any paper pads you have that you haven't finished, it's a good way to finish them up as well. So another easy thing to do with the cards is to use it as a card front. As you can see here, this is the card from the Project Life. I just backed it with a piece of solid cardstock that I cut out to emulate this shape. And then I used one of those box cards from Tuesday Morning and put it on there. It's so simple. I stamped the word out, I punched out a bow, and there you go. You have a card. You could just send this out to anyone. Make a stack of them and have them ready to go for your friends. The next thing you can do with them, and I have one here, is a flip book. And again, I didn't decorate any of them. I just wanted you to get the idea of how it looks. This is the 4x6 card. I added a paper clip with a tassel. I added washi tape, and I would suggest using 2 adhesive, or like another adhesive under the washi to make sure the washi stays on, because washi tape doesn't really hold that well. Anyhow, so when you open this up, you have a pocket right here on the front so that I can slide in a card or a gift or whatever. So there's another card that I used here. I used another 3x4 here, and that's another pocket, so you can put something in. I just notched it out with a circle punch. And then this one can flap open as well, and you have another little flip here. That's a Project Life card with washi. And then over here, I made another pocket right up here where you could slide something in, and I left this smooth where you could either put a picture or attach some washi tape or whatever you want to send to your pal. But anyway, that's just another cute way of using these Project Life cards that makes your project much easier to create. The next way that I'm going to show you is a shaker. And it's super cute. I just took 2 cards, and there's one and there's the other. And I punched, die cut out a circle or oval in this case. I don't use acetate, so here's a good tip for you if you don't want to use acetate. I like to use this. I'll show it to you. This is plastic you get for those table covers, and it comes in different thicknesses. I got this one at Walmart, and you can get a huge sheet of this for like $1 something. I mean, you can have them cut it however big you want them to cut it, and then you can just use it as you need. What I like about using this as opposed to acetate is that it doesn't have as much static as acetate does, so that's what I used here for my window. And in most of my projects that are shakers or whatever, I've used this stuff, and it works just fine. Everything moves just fine. Nothing staticky like you see in the acetate. I attached a few little goodies there just to make it cute. So that's another way you can use your cards. And in between layer is fun foam, just to give it some depth. And finally, the last thing I have to share with you as far as pocket letter goes is, and I saw this one, actually someone did this. I thought I'd saved the video to give credit, and I'm sorry I didn't. But I'm sure if you search for pocket letter, you'll be able to, or not, Project Life cards, you'll be able to see this. She made a little purse, but hers was a little different than mine. But it's so cute. This is perfect size for a gift card. So I took a Project Life card. It was a 4x6, and it just so happened that it was separated in the middle with this plain spot, as you can see there. So it kind of worked out really well as a purse base. I attached a bow that I picked up from Tuesday Morning, and I made a little handle that I attached with some brads on the back there. And I made this little fold-over topper. I used a die just to give it that decorative edge. It's held down with Velcro. And then this is a little tag that I punched out, some leaves, and a flower. And then as you can see, when you open it up, it's the decorated on the inside, and I made an accordion pleat on the side so that this would open up a little bit and have some expansion room. But you could slide a gift card down in there along with a little gift. And if I were giving this to someone, I would have covered these over so they don't show the brads, because that doesn't look finished to me. But anyhow, it was just the idea I wanted to share with you. So there you go. There are my ideas for project life cards. I hope that you'll put your ideas down below so I can learn from you as well. And if you like this, I appreciate a thumbs up. And please pass on the word for people to come check it out, because I think these are pretty cool ideas. And until next time, do what makes you happy. Bye for now.